This too. And then they end the
Oh,
episode.
dude. The ghost box after it says that stuff though says come, and they're like, oh, we should go to it, but then it goes, no, it was saying another kind of come, bro. It was different
You
come.
literally saying go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of A Ghost in the Magazine. I'm Steph.
And I'm Elle.
And I'm Al.
And we're doing it again. We're back with another Ghost Adventures episode, but this one has Post Malone in it. Or shall I say Ghost Malone?
No, you shouldn't. Please don't.
Please don't.
No, I feel the exact same way, but I was obligated, so I did. Okay. I do actually have a lot of thoughts about this one. I just don't know if I have much to say. I had a lot of feelings. And this episode really like honed in for me when I said last episode that I feel like Zach has no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Post Malone does.
Mm-hmm.
Post Malone does. And there are people like Zach's giving energy vampire. And I know that he felt that about
Colin Robinson. Zach.
He definitely has Colin Robinson energy.
Respectfully, I feel like he kind of used his friend a little bit. And that's why he left him alone.
Well, because I mean, you can almost say the same thing about Aaron, because Aaron a lot of times will hear things that doesn't get picked up either, and so Zach's always shoving him in closets and locking the door on him too. So
I will throw hands over Post Malone. I will. Don't. Look at his face.
it's worth it. How old is Post Malone?
I don't know, but he's so sweet. Like he just gives like this all around sweetness that first of all it's hard to find in Hollywood in general. And
he's 28.
Like
28.
He does not look 28.
No. Well, that makes sense though, because Zach was saying, oh, he's been watching us since he was a kid. Ghost Adventures premiered in like 2007. So yeah, Post Malone's probably like in middle school when he started watching Ghost Adventures, which is crazy to think about.
Only to be used as bait by Zach Baggins.
The ghosts were rude to Post too. Like, why be rude to him when Zach is right there?
Because he could hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't call him dirty when Zach's right there.
Post Malone doesn't wear deodorant. So
okay, but Zach reaks of Axe body spray. There's no way he doesn't.
He does. You could choke on it. I'm sure.
Absolutely no. Yeah.
But I literally lost my shit when they said dirty. I was like, yeah, checks out. Like you can be a really nice person, but if you don't wear deodorant, it's going to catch up to you. Like you're gonna.
I didn't know that little tidbit. So.
Yeah, you're welcome. They did. Yeah.
Even the ghosts could smell it.
They were like, "Whoa!"
there was somebody that I used to work with that she was vegan, and she swore up and down that she didn't need to wear deodorant because she didn't eat the rotting flesh of carcasses. Like, homegirl, I can smell you from across the office. I was like, it's not the animal.
Real. You are a human. It doesn't matter what you consume. You're gonna smell. It's called body odor, not because
I've been on a variety of different diets, including vegan and vegetarian in the past, and my body odor did not change much.
No.
Same. It really changes though when you stop wearing deodorant.
Yes, that's the only. I only don't wear deodorant during goblin time, and that's when I'm alone, which is frequent, but still.
You know, it's each their own. But if I'm gonna go ghost hunting, I'm stunted.
I'm gonna be around people. You're ghost hunting. You have a camera crew. You have at least one other person with you. It's just like the people that go to shows without deodorant, which metal shows.
Should be illegal. That's offensive.
Yes, it like, already is gonna smell like gas.
I probably couldn't smell Post Malone from the stage, but I could smell the dude next to me who's got his tits in my face, especially because I'm short. Oh my god.
Oh
Oh my God,
no.
when I went to go see Pierce the Veil, and that tall guy kept looking down at me, and I was giving him the death glare, and then he finally was like, "Am I in your way?" "Yes, bitch. And your pits are in my fucking face." He did let me go in front of him, but it was like, read the room.
He was to be fair, I'm guessing if he was at Pierce the Veil, he was probably a little, like afraid to speak to a woman. So it just took him a moment to ease up the courage to ask you if he was in
Especially
your
with
way.
a face like mine, because
Like
I
just if you're glaring at him.
laser beams from my eyeballs.
Yeah.
And I was probably the oldest one in that, that
Oh
whole
God. The last time I went to a Pierce the Veil show, I got hit on by so many dads in the bar. And they're like, "Where's your kid?" I was like, "I'm here for the show, man."
I didn't find any dads, but a 19-year-old girl told me I was pretty. So thank you. Thank
Hey,
I'm
you.
that's better.
I'm gonna go see Death Cab and
Yeah.
Postal Service in May, and I just know it's just gonna be a bunch of like 30-year-old emos trying to like recapture
Yeah.
that nostalgia.
Going to be because Death Cab hasn't had a viral TikTok song like Pierce the Veil did,
Right.
because
Oh yeah.
there would be children around you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
no, Death Cab is still kind of in its own little universe, and Postal Service is whatever the Postal Service is, but
yes,
it's
the
just
kids
like
don't know.
we're all just gonna be emo and just like it's gonna be the show's gonna be over by like 8:30 because we're
I
so
love that.
old.
I love Elder Emo Time. I
Yes.
left during the encore song, and I was singing it all the way to my car. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat the traffic. Bye." We
Yeah.
went. We
Yeah.
went to
You
space
know,
on that one.
it's that's what happens when you bring in Post Malone into things. 'Cause I was just thinking about it, I was like, I bet when he was doing his like whatever Post Malone was doing when he was first probably like concerts were probably pretty late. Now that he's doing country, I'm sure he's probably done by like 8:30.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah. When he first came out, I was thinking about that. I'm like, the chokehold that beer bongs and Bentleys had on me. It was right around the time that I was getting divorced, and I was outside. I was up late. I was in the streets. Yeah, not anymore. Neither of us.
I feel like he'd be fun to hang out with. Like I've seen him on like tons of like YouTube morning talk shows. Like he's been on Red and Link before, and he'll just like
Oh,
hang
yeah.
out with like Red and Link, and it's like you just seem like just the most down to earth, like normal. Like he's been on one of the Dungeons and Dragons shows, just like playing Dungeons and Dragons with people.
I used to watch all of his content. His favorite restaurant is Olive Garden, you guys.
Yeah,
I'm just excited about
one of us, one of us.
Can't be me, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well, they have gluten-free pasta, but at least my Olive Garden doesn't know what the fuck they're doing with it. It's just like,
oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
you want me
serve
to be the
me. No, I'm not gonna spend $30 for a plate that I can make at home better. Like, I'm just not gonna do
That's
that.
true.
So,
That's valid. Well, luckily Post Malone can eat all the pasta his little heart desires. Now,
yes.
why would you want to put this man in a room alone? Let's
No.
talk about the venue, the location for it. I thought it was really interesting. I
Yeah.
really liked the story behind it. I feel like turning a slaughterhouse into a haunted house, killer,
Yeah.
killer idea.
As long as it's not done by vegans.
Yeah,
I was a little concerned with that.
yeah. Mhm.
I've been
But
in one of those haunted houses that have used to be a slaughterhouse before, and the energy's weird. The vibes are weird.
all the suffering of animals like seeping into the walls, like I feel like that could be a very energetically um charged place, but I'm sure like all kinds of other crazy stuff has happened in that place.
Well, my uncle used to be a floor manager for Hormel. He used to be a kill floor manager for Hormel. And so he was there like on the kill floor. And that's like what he did for years and years and years. And he's actually a ghost hunter. Like that's what my uncle does on the weekends. He's a kill floor manager and a ghost hunter on the weekends in Iowa. And he would say that like accidents would happen, especially before like more technology would automate how things were. Like people were losing limbs and dying because like things were dangerous, when you're like sitting there making things happen. And so I'm sure it wasn't just animals, especially if it's as old as it is, because people are stupid. So they're gonna get hurt too.
Zach always tries too fucking hard to make a
Hmm.
thing, and he was all like, "Oh, the blood soaked. It's just like a no, it's not. A ritual has intention behind it. They're not intending to do anything but kill the animals and make food. Shut up. Stop trying to make it what it's not, bitch. I'm gonna fight you.
He's literally just saying words at this point. Like he will literally
Yes.
put any words at the wall and hope that they stick. I hope that we're like dumb. We're like, oh yeah, it's the cow ritual, the cattle ritual. Yep, that's why the box is saying that. Yep, the cattle.
No,
Uh,
but I mean the energy can stick around, yes, but it doesn't mean not everything's a motherfucking demon. And I feel like was it this one or the other one? It trolled him at the end because it just said demon, and he's like, "Does that mean that there's both bad spirits and good spirits?" It's like, shut the fuck up. It is
yeah,
literally somebody that was like, "You're a bitch, demon," and that's what it did. That's what it said.
Yeah,
yes.
like the mannequin at the end. Did it just call itself Satan? No,
Oh
it
my
didn't. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure it didn't.
Yeah, the mannequin. Oh my god, that looked like fucking Gary Busey. I was expecting it to
Did
say buttered sausages at me.
did.
We have a Gary Busey like accident victim in your shit,
I
dude.
can't. Well, first of all, I was sad that the episode didn't start with Post Malone. I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear more of Zach talk. Just leave all this stuff out of there. I don't care about that stuff anymore.
I don't even think I really started taking a lot of notes until Post came in because like
Yeah.
it was nothing at the beginning.
The first-hand accounts. Yep, they were awesome. Very mhm.
Like the shadow.
Okay, but like it was the same picture, wasn't it? They were in the same position in all.
Yeah.
They
I
didn't
mean,
move.
maybe they just held the position a long time and snapped 3 shots off. I don't know. I thought that's what it was just like they were.
Why?
Yeah, this
Well,
thing is like wide. Yeah.
if you're doing like if you're trying to get like a shot for like a headshot or for like promotional materials, which I'm
That's
guessing
true.
that's what they're for, you take a lot of different shots just because but I would still think you would go from different angles, like you would move up or move around a bit just to try to get like the right one. But like I don't know. To me, I was just like, that's a shadow, bro. That's a shadow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then having her lift the pictures up one by one.
Yes.
like look.
Ghost. I was very angry.
I would be mad if like I was giving an account and like I knew Post Malone was going to be on the episode and I didn't be Post
Yeah,
Malone. I
I
had
will
to
tell
hang out
you.
with
Like,
Zach instead.
I'll share my pictures with you if Post Malone is the one telling me to pick the picture.
Yes, I'll do it for him, not for you, Zach. Fuck you.
No, this isn't.
Yeah. That's how I ended up in that Nick Cage movie. We all thought Nick Cage was going to be there that day, and he wasn't. And so I just ended up being like an extra in the movie, and I never got to see Nick Cage or Selma Blair once.
Bullshit.
I mean, listen. Post is a sensitive dude. Zach saw an excuse to like, we're gonna leave him in there by himself. Which it's one thing if in like the show that you described, this is a conscious decision. We're
Yeah,
gonna and for like purposes. Zach did it because I want to scare Post Malone, and maybe we'll get some stuff out of it. I'm gonna scare him.
yeah.
We need to do initiation. Fuck you. He agreed to come on your show, dude.
Yeah.
Just
And that like I'm not going to go with the first call. Fuck you.
oh, I wanted to like fight him.
Yes. Like go to him. He's asking for you. Like
Yeah.
And this
he's not a ghost hunter. He's just a guy.
is
He's
a
a
guy who
singer.
likes your show
Yeah.
and probably boosted views for
Mhm.
this episode because he's
And got cursed in the process.
you're gonna go save him, okay? All she needs to do is send out a mental signal, and I'm like, my best friend needs me, and I'm running, okay? Not that we wouldn't be alone in the first place. Buddy system, okay? I'm black. Buddy system.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Especially with a long safe word like Gorgonzola. Like no one's gonna get that. If you're dying, you're not gonna get that whole ass word out.
Mine is gonna be something short and sweet like butts. Butts! I'm scared.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say butts anyway, so like that's a bad one. It's a different word.
Butts.
Ghost butts.
Stretch. I'm, something. That was just messed up. And then, for all of this to be a thing, Okay, the ghost called him dirty. Okay, and
And then
then
very scared.
yeah. Then for him to be like busting out sweating because he's having an anxiety response to being made to stand in this room by
Mm.
himself, it's fucked up, man. And then he gets haunted from this episode.
And turned into this monstrosity for the whole
Uh,
world to see.
and Zach made sure I needed to tell Post how stupid I think he looks in the thermal
Doesn't look as stupid as you, Zach, you bitch.
camera.
Again, neither of these men look like they need medicinal milk. I don't have a horse in this race, but I'm going to be on Post's side 100,000%
Mhm.
every time versus Zach.
Be on his side. It's true. And then they end the
Oh,
episode.
dude. The ghost box after it says that stuff though says come, and they're like, oh, we should go to it, but then it goes, no, it was saying another kind of come, bro. It was different
He's
come.
literally saying, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
They need a better interpreter for their ghost box and
They
for
need you.
their EVP, because that
Yeah.
EVP said Zach Bastard, not Zach Gotcha. It said Zach Bastard. Listen to it. It says Zach Bastard.
I
Yeah.
think he refuses to believe any insults about himself. I really do.
I mean, that's positive mindset manifestation, bro, but still.
I mean, everybody can do it. Anybody could do it,
Yeah.
Even Zach Baggins.
Zach Bastard.
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely it was fun. It's fun when they have like special like people come on to like help ghost hunt, especially if they're like they know what they're doing. They're like, oh, I know what all this equipment is and I know what to look for. And like you can tell that they're like at least like in the beginning he was having fun. So
Yeah.
I need the Stickman camera because I need to know when Stickman are shoving knives in my back.
Oh, can you imagine you have your own personal stick man? Oh wait, it's Lasher again.
Fucking Lasher, god damn it. I don't want to bang right now. Go away.
You don't get choices when Lasher is a sexy ghost. You don't. He does what he wants.
no. I'm pretty sure their original like stick man camera was an Xbox Connect.
Oh, really?
It's the same technology. It's a Connect. So like you'll see a lot of people like amateur ghost event like hunters will like take their Xbox with them and plug in the Connect and the Connect will read and measure because that's what it does. It has to look and track for human beings. And so that's what it does. I'm pretty sure it's was either a Connect or it was like the technology from the Connect that they repurposed into something else.
Damn. Well, we can do that stuff.
Anyway, I'm so serious about this. I feel like this is
Too.
falling. Okay, move over, ghost hunting boys.
Well, I think we should start with haunted, like, natural areas where we can't get kicked out of, like Tadmore, Ohio, that's like a ghost town. And like there's places over here. There's a cemetery. I mean, you'd have to be respectful. There's all kinds of
Yeah.
places you can get to out in like wilderness areas that and I'm perfect for that. Like Wellington, I went to Wellington. I got a really interesting ghost box result in Wellington because there's all these train tunnels throughout because this is where a train disaster happened. And the hike it's a 5 mile hike uphill. And so
Every
I was walking though. It's August. It's boiling hot. We're in the
Ooh.
Pacific Northwest and Eastern Washington in August.
popular.
And I all of a sudden the ghost box is cold. And I'm like, bitch, it's not cold. It's fucking 90 degrees out here. And then I turn a corner and I hit a vent and this blast of cold air comes out. And
Mm.
it was like literally a minute before I hit that. And so I have gotten interesting ghost box results out in the wild, like just walking around with it. And it's just like a cheap, fast one that I bought off of Amazon. I use
Yeah,
this to write poetry all the time.
and I'm like that. You're oh god, you're just my favorite person. It's like everything you say, everything that comes out of your mouth. I'm like, oh, she's so great.
But that's my plan with the ghost hunting. I'm gonna write ghost box poetry too, so we'll have the books to sell too. So, we'll just be
And I'm like Post
marketing.
Malone. I'm very sensitive to things, and I have been since I was a little girl. They tell scary stories about me and the things I saw when I was a child. So I just
Yeah.
feel like, things might come out, but I'm prepared to leave offerings.
Yes.
Very respectful.
Chips and edibles.
Yep.
I'm willing to share my edibles with ghosts. Okay.
Yep.
I
Ghost
really
only.
am, and I think that that's like the ultimate respect from a stoner. I think we'll get better results. I don't know.
If not, they'd be more interesting. At least they probably have more interesting things to say than half of the things that Zach finds.
Can you imagine? They're like tits.
Yeah, there's titties here. I got some of them.
We got movies for days. But you can give a little squeeze, but like just one. Everybody gets one. Can you imagine? Oh.
That's what you tell. I mean, it's just as fucking legit as Zach always getting fucking dizzy. It's like, what the
Yeah.
I'd
bro,
rather have a
get an
booby squeeze.
MRI. Get an MRI.
Yeah. He's a mess.
Yes.
I just like, I don't know, dude. I like this show, I'm not gonna lie, but
It's still gonna be playing in the background, but he's
Mhm.
a douche.
just like I think you're a special kind of asshole to be mean to somebody that's like such a cinnamon roll like Post Malone, so that's just
Yeah. I wonder if Post Malone like felt any kind of way after. I mean, he did go to this guy's museum, so
Yeah.
I know
Fair
it's show business.
Yeah.
I'm not meant for Hollywood.
Mm-mm.
Like you bitch.
I meant to die slightly before Zach so that I can
Oh my
say
god.
weird things to him through the ghost box. Insult him.
I'm not gonna co-sign that.
Oh no, he's like old, isn't he? I don't know how old Zach Baggins is.
He's
I
in
don't
his
know.
early 40s. I
Oh, so
think.
he's not that much older than me then. No, he's
No.
46.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, mid 40s though.
He's mid 40s.
I don't want you to die before him. You don't know. He gets scared to death one day and just
Like a sim. Not manifesting it for you, Zach. We want you to live. I want you to live long life. Like live to like 110 so that you can so I can haunt you. Because the
We
women in
need
my family live a really long time,
we
unfortunately.
need at least like 20 more seasons of Ghost Adventures, at least.
Bring us on.
bring us on. I was gonna say
Let me interpret your ghost box for you. I will write you poetry too.
you're immediately gonna take the wind out of his sails. Oh, did you hear that? And you're gonna be like, yeah, he said you're a dick.
So you're a douchebag. So your name is Zach Bastard. I also noticed like some of the way he talked in this, like he sounded like fucking like Mike Judge on Beavis and Butthead, like just like some of the phrasing and stuff.
Oh my
He definitely went to like the William Shatner school of acting. He has that like
Yes.
William Shatner, like the weird pauses and like inflections and things, so, like it make it more dramatic, but it just sounds like he's having a stroke.
I noticed that so hard in that doll room at the last episode because it was just like, what the? Why are you Shatnering all of a sudden? You're just
Yeah,
Shatnering all
he
over.
really does it, and he leans into it really hardcore. Like he's got that Captain Kirk going on. Like
Location was cool. Post Malone was cool. Zach's a douche.
You can I can do this. You can find us on the interwebs at ghostinthemagazine.site or on Twitter at GITM Podcast. You could find me on Twitter at WitchXPudding.
You can find me at Nocturnical.
and you can find me at Maybe Mockingbird.
Okay, bye.